How I do in my depression. In the year 2026 is the first time I've ever been depressed at the age of 23. And these are things that I do to deal with my depression. Now, in the beginning, I was doing negative things to actually deal with my depression, more so self-destructing than benefiting me in the long run, such as, I was drinking alcohol, getting white girl wasted, going out clubbing and partying bars. And I was actually very close to even trying coke just to escape the reality of my pain going through and what I felt, just to escape it. Now, this honestly could have went way left rather than way right. But thankfully, I have a good margin of friends around me that actually have a good mindset and actually inspired me to go the right way instead of the left way. Shout out to my nigga Caleb, DeMarco, Zaw, and Tyreek. Nigga, if it wasn't for these niggas, I probably would have went the left, and I probably would, not be here right now and be doing completely the other degenerate stuff that is not beneficial to my life at all whatsoever. But these are things that I do to get out of my depression and make my depression and use my depression and use that energy to actually better myself to where I come out of the end of the tunnel way better man than what I went into with the depression, right? So the first thing that I do is you want to clear your For You pages on Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok. Well, I don't even think Snapchat has a fucking For You page. You want to get all your For You pages set in an alignment to where all you see is motivational mindset content and inspirational content. Now, what I mean by that is you can have things that entertain you. Like for me, I like anime. My anime is also a motivational way on my For You pages because it's a lot of anime edits on there where not only are the anime edits motivational because a lot of anime has motivational shit within it, like for example Solo Leveling, Blue Lock with your ego and shit like that, but there's also things in there that is more so inspiring. And whenever I go on my For You page and there's something that's more so bullshit, like the red pill for instance, I do not agree with the red pill. I don't even want to follow up with the red pill no more. I kind of see a video, swipe right past it, and I don't even indulge in it. Now yes, there are some times where I do indulge in it, but 9 times out of 10 I try and swipe away, not even have that influence in my mind at the moment, because your mindset is everything. The things that you consume on a daily basis, the people that you follow are gonna sway your mind. When I was over here making unhinged cringy ass content, nigga, got that whole mindset from a nigga named BRS. Now there's nothing against BRS, and I actually did find his content funny at the time, and that's why I got the inspiration to put in my gay or the other unhinged content that I was about to make. But then I was stumbled across another content creator where I was like, do I really want to make this cringe unhinged content and be known for that? No, I don't. I want to be an inspirational guy that has a mindset that sticks to one thing and he actually lives by the principles that he preaches in his own life. So then I was like, okay, made all these videos over the course of a week. All right, we're gonna get these out of here, we're gonna delete these, and then we're gonna go rebrand again. And that's exactly what I'm doing, and it all stems from me rebranding my whole mindset off of the things that I watch and I consume on a daily basis. Without this, you're gonna have a world of pain of just trying to adapt and get out of your depression, because it's easy to get into everything's their fault, everything is this fault, this is how the world works, it's not on you. At some point you got to take accountability and realize that yes, you are depressed, and yes, it is hard, nigga. I went through it. It was so fucking overwhelmingly hard to even cheat on my homework, but it took 5 minutes to use ChatGPT. I understand, I get it, gang. You have to do this first thing before you could do anything else. And if it wasn't even for me trying to be a social content creator, I would probably delete all social media apps in general just to hone my mindset and keep it sharp and steady in the things that I want to achieve, right? So that's the first thing I would do. But stress eating is probably going to be inevitable. Either you're going to be a stress eater or you're going to be someone who's not eating at all. Well, if you're not going to be eating at all, you can hone that into working out and getting ripped. More so if you're on the bigger side, everything's going to be situational based, because there are going to be people who are going to be bigger starting off and then smaller starting off. But if you're a person who is bigger, extremely depressed, you're not going to really want to eat like that. So you can actually use that to get in shape. And then for me, I was stress eating. When I was stress eating, more so than eating fucking McDonald's, the fucking deal that they have for 20-piece nuggets and 2 large fries, which I would eat occasionally. I'm not even gonna sit up here and lie and say occasionally. I was eating that pretty often. I said, why am I eating all this bullshit when yes, I'm stressed, yes, I do want to eat something. I can actually go out here and spam rice and chicken and high protein meals to make my muscles and make my physique look better to a point where it's actually benefiting me. Yes, I'm depressed, I want to eat, but I can eat things that are high in protein and actually beneficial to my health and make me look better in the long run, to where whenever I get out this end of the tunnel where I'm depressed, I will come out a better man and I'll look better and I'll feel better. Because without looking better, without feeling better, how the fuck can you perform, nigga? It's all about getting your mindset right. looking good to perform and feeling good to perform. You can't look good to perform if you don't feel good to perform. So of course you're gonna have to eat good things, make yourself feel good, channel my stress eating into eating high protein food to make my muscles pop and actually make me more lean and put me in the best physique possible that I could possibly be in. All right. Third, I would go on nightly jogs. Now, nightly jogs downtown. Yes, you can run on the treadmill all you want to at the gym. Gang, there's nothing more beautiful than running downtown and actually looking at the scenery, looking at the the people, having the wind blow in your face. It actually feels good outside at night because it's fucking spring or whatever the fuck you want to run. I more so prefer to run from anywhere from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. And not only that, I listen to music that genuinely makes me feel good. It makes me feel like a god. It's not degenerate bullshit like rap music. For example, Bugshots, Fever. That shit makes me feel like I'm fucking riding a ski down a slope in the snow. This other song called Worry, nigga, that shit makes me feel like a god, nigga. This is basically black-pilled, TikTok, brain-rotting music, but it makes me feel good and it makes me feel like a god and it makes me feel amazing when I do these shits. Now, that music might not be for you, but find your music that honestly motivates you to make you feel like you're a god, gang. I have anime edits that I listen to, and then I have this music with other stuff that I listen to, and I'm not even gonna lie, the anime edits that I listen to actually have this type of music in the videos with the anime edits. That's even how I found about this music, right? And these things all inspire me. The fourth thing that you could do is honestly start watching anime. I don't know about y'all, but I love anime. There's an anime poster of Minato right behind me. There's a Jujutsu Kaisen, Attack on Titan, My Hero Academia, and then we have a Demon Slayer over there, right? All of these posters are my love for anime. I can wake up, look at anime. Anime has honestly been one of the most inspirational things for me, just off the simple fact that all these people start off whiny and bitchy in any of the main animes. Nigga, look at Eren Yeager, nigga. He started off crying and being a bitch, and then by the end, he went through so much traumatic shit that nigga was so cold and nonchalant and was used to it. Solo Leveling is by far one of the best animes to ever look at and actually look at that shit and have that self-motivation shit, because you see this nigga start off, he's getting laughed at, he's getting fucking joked around, he's a fucking weak link, to the point where he gets leveled up to the point where everyone respects and admires him. Everybody wants to be him. And gang, that could be your fucking journey. Your journey could start off as you being a little fucking peon ass nigga, and then you fucking rise up against the ranks, and guess what? You're him. You're that nigga. But that's gonna come with trial and error and trials and tribulations in life. You can't just wake up one day and you're just that nigga. Some niggas get it faster than others, and then some niggas never get it at all. Some niggas get it and then fall off. That choice is up to you at the end of the day. The other one where, you know, it's called Classroom of the Elites, and I'm not gonna lie, this shit inspired me to be more of a genius and actually try and, you know, not get off on people, but actually try and play people like strings and actually move people like strings. I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of animes that you could really watch to really inspire you and actually look at your journey and be like, I want to be like that nigga, like Bakugo, Gojo. These are all niggas that I would inspire to be and want to be, to where I have to put in the work and be like that. Bakugo had great character development. Even Vinland Saga, that nigga went from an angry little brat to a very peaceful guy who's not gonna fight unless he needs to fight to protect his friend, to be fucking me, nigga. I went from a very immature, childish like person to where I'm trying to mature into a person to where I'm one of the most matures, laid back person who thinks before he acts, gang. And all these things that I implement in my life day to day, even though running and jogging is blowing out my knees because I have bad knees, I'm still going to continue. I still work out and I still do these things like this. And even putting the people around you with a great mindset and just actually inspiring me, like I said, my friends in the beginning, you know, great. All these things that you put around you, you put in your day-to-day life, gang. Your depression will never exactly go away. It will come in phases. It'll be high some days, it'll be low some days. When you finally make it out that tunnel, so thankful that you kept on going and you didn't give into the self-destructing activities that you could have done. Cocaine, alcohol, smoking weed. Gang, I've thought about smoking weed. I thought about just going off the deep end, nigga. There's a point in my self-destructing phase where I was just nutting in women, nigga. I was doing that before, but now I'm really maturing to the point of like, gang, what am I doing? All it takes is one mistake. I nut in a bitch. Then what? She's pregnant for 18 years. Now I'm more money in debt. Now I'm more behind. My fucking journey is pushed back years behind. 18 years, maybe even 24 years, depending on how the kid's development go and how toxic the baby mama is. It gets pushed back years. Why would I do that to myself when life is already hard? And it may be hard to make the right decisions all the time, but if you're making the right decisions 90% of the time, 85% of the time on the low end, nigga, you still are ahead of a lot of people and putting yourself in a better position than what you were in the day before.